Welcome.
You the charger?
Yeah, I knew I think.
I didn't see that.
So welcome everyone to our Friday stream.
Welcome everybody.
Hi Casey. Well, Ben's leaving. So this is a family attack at Survival here. So we have some crazy stuff going on the stream. For those of you that didn't see on Wednesday, but we added the Bit Boss. Oh, here we go. There's the attack. Fresh Coke just took down Eric the Great in one fell swoop of a resub. Resub takedown. Immediate. That was pretty phenomenal. So yeah, we got the Bit Boss going on. Some cool things that are happening with the stream. If people can't financially support us, then there's a way to do it free now. Throw this up here. Free sub.
Did you find it? No.
So if you follow that link, you can actually give us bits and donate and be a sub to the channel without paying for it. Basically, you download some apps, play them, and enjoy them, and you get the ability to take down Fresh Coat from that top spot. He is now the stream boss. Look out. So welcome everybody. We are going to be doing 7th Continent tonight. Heather's here with me. My brother's here with me.
Oh, I'm here.
Heather and I got to play the game a little bit before. She was going to try to be on the game on Wednesday. And we talked about it before stream. So we are going to do a completely different scenario than we did on Wednesday. So Wednesday we did the Voracious Goddess.
Goddess.
And we are doing... What are we doing?
We are doing the Bloody Hunt tonight.
The Bloody Hunt.
There's a scary werewolf-looking thing on the curse card for it.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a slightly different thing. Let me show them the picture there. So,
the picture's on the other card.
Oh, on the curse card. It's already put away. But this is our clue card for the Bloody Hunt. And we have a bunch of stuff we're going to read to you now about this quest.
I'm going to tell you a little tale.
Heather's going to spin you a tale.
Which is our clue for the Bloody Hunt. So our clue states, you are sitting at your desk, poring over the notes from your recent expedition to the 7th Continent, hoping to find a clue about the nature of evil that is slowly consuming you. This excerpt from a report by Lester P., an ethnologist specialized in the rituals and myths of tribal societies, catches your attention. Akecha, a legendary hunter responsible for keeping the world in balance by slaying the creatures that defile it.
His name is Akecha?
A-K-E-C-H-A, yes.
Yeah, Akecha.
Akecha monsters.
Akecha, God bless you.
Sorry. Akecha, a legendary hunter responsible for keeping the world in balance by slaying the creatures that defile it, is a recurrent figure in the stories the natives tell. His totem is supposed to symbolize his earthly and heavenly power. Exhausted, you instantly fall asleep. When you wake, you hear the piercing cries of a few seagulls. They sound so strange, as though they were laughing. You try your best to understand. Where on earth are you? How did you end up here? You cannot seem to remember. The image of the ritual totem is still vivid in your mind.
Here we go.
We are beginning our adventure by putting down a 10 card.
Yep, so we're going to start with the 10 card. And
each player places their figure on it.
Well, before we have to read and flip it. So, first card is going to be... thick columns of yellowish smoke rise up from the cracks in the volcanic rock. To the east, the Grunt Bard. Thank you for the follow, sir. Or madam. Thick columns of yellowish smoke rise up from the cracks in the volcanic rock. To the east, the peaks of a rocky cliff look down, mocking the ocean below. And this is what the first tile is going to look like. Ooh. So that goes in the middle of the table here, and we all place our pieces on that.
This seems similar to
There's some aspects that are similar, but
So
It's less,
the narrative isn't really as planned out as. So it mentions the madness. Everything's really like scripted, and it takes you.
That happen with each scenario.
Right. It takes you. It forces you into certain areas of the map. Right. This we explore however we want. So I'll take active first, if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Would you like to join me? I'm going to go take a look at these cliffs to the east. No? Okay. Somebody's joining me.
How good's your life insurance?
So,
Good, sir.
Maybe
I follow you over there by those real tall cliffs.
So you guys can't see this, but I have to. I could draw one or more cards to start the game here, and I don't need any stars. I don't need any successes to beat it. So I'm just going to draw one to start off, and it is not a success, but it doesn't matter. I didn't need anything to expose the next card. And the item is War Paint, which I'll be able to craft as an item in the future. We're playing a 3-player game, so I could hold up to 3 blue cards. All of us can hold up to 3 blue cards and 2 green cards. So I'm going to take the War Paint for myself, and we're going to bring out 005. And I'm sorry, it sounds like a hurricane outside.
It's super windy here tonight, but it's very, very hot. It went from like 30-some degrees on Monday, and now it's like 80 degrees.
Why, hello there, Darth Molly. Good evening to you as well. Good morrow.
Evening.
Thanks for joining us. So, you stand before a nearly 50-foot high rocky peak. And it looks like this. This is what we're standing in front of. This is the card I just revealed. So I could choose to climb it if I wanted to. I could draw 1 or more cards, and I need 2 successes to be able to get anything from this card.
So you would have to scale these 50-foot. No, that's where they are. Peaks at the edge.
So I think I want to do that.
Scale the peaks.
Yeah, I'm going to draw...
So is this where we would have to choose whether to go along?
Yeah, you guys could choose to go along with me.
Let you fall to your doom.
Now, if you choose to go along with me, you could raise the amount of cards that's required and lower the success number by 1. So...
Wait, the number of stars you need by 1? So like if it required 3 stars,
it's either way.
2.
It's either way. So this one requires 2 successes, so if you join me, you could force me to draw 1 extra card, and it would require one less success. So basically...
You'd need 1 star.
I would need 1 star, and it would force me to draw 2 cards. I'm planning on drawing 2 cards anyway, so if you wanted to join me for it, technically if I did this alone, I'd probably draw 3 cards.
Yeah. I'm gonna join you.
You join me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
All right. So, you want to do me a favor? You want to see if we can pull... As we grow the island, we'll reach out to the cards more, maybe.
Okay.
And I'll just drop this camera for right now.
Okay.
We'll see if how this works. So you guys let me know. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the camera lower, and as the island grows, then we will move the camera out. Okay. Darth says, "Will shall lead you to your doom." Yes.
Or I'm just
very
gonna be
true.
Like,
and everybody, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming out. The Bit Boss is active. Fresh Cope took down Eric the Great within the first 5 seconds of stream. So high five for that. And if you guys do any cheers today, it'll attack the Bit Boss and go toward the small giveaway. And if you resub to our channel or you sub for the first time, it might be enough to take down the mighty Fresh Cope. Might be. I think it'll
the mighty Fresh
mighty
Cope.
Fresh Cope. So okay.
Draw your 2 cards.
So I'm drawing, and you're joining me.
I'm joining you.
Okay. 1.
I might see an
2.
opportunity.
So I need
numbers.
1 success from these 2 cards, and we got it. Just got it.
So just to explain to Ben, since it's the first time he is seeing this, you add up the stars that are visible. If you see half stars can be added to other stars.
Thanks, Steve.
So it originally needed 2 stars, since we reduced it by 1 by me going. You have 2 halves, so this is 1.5, but it really is only 4 stars that count. So he would have to have drawn additional
So
cards
it's
to
just
get
one.
it. Yes, but if it was him on his own, he probably would have, like you said, drawn 3 to make sure that he actually got 2 stars required to be successful. So just so you can keep in mind how the stars count up as we play.
And then, since I took the action, I choose whether I take one of these or give one of these to you guys. I'm going to take the one that's themed toward me, which is called Dark Regeneration. And this one basically means, sorry, I need the magnifying glass for this one. The following effect applies as long as you have this in hand. At least one skull or curse card is revealed during the result step of an action. You may return. Oh wow! So you can return Frightened, Freezing. It's just a cool thing that lets me get a debuff on a bad or get rid of a debuff. This is then going to go into the discard.
And just so you guys know, we actually forgot to introduce our characters.
Oh
at the start
yes,
of this game.
sorry. Heather, you could.
Will is playing Howard the Lovecraft.
I am. I'm rocking out HP.
I am playing Keelan McCluskey, who is a botanist, and Ben is playing.
Ferdinand Lachappier.
Come on, talking to the microphone, son. You can do it. What's his name?
Ferdinand.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ferdinand Lachapelier,
Yep.
the French adventurer, who has been exploring uncharted lands for over 30 years and certainly feels more comfortable in a tropical jungle and at the high society cocktail receptions. And Ben let us know as we were picking our characters and starting this that on his card it lets him know that he was the sole survivor of 2 disastrous expeditions, just to kind of let us know that, yeah, he expects us to die and him to survive.
This is for co-op, isn't it?
What?
It's a co-op, isn't it?
It is, but that doesn't mean that we also survive.
So this card is actually
It's not
discarded
normal.
because I succeeded, and we'll put that into the past. And then it was replaced by this. Finally, you make it to the top of the rocky peak. The ocean stretches as far as the eye can see in every direction. This volcanic island is only about half a mile long. From what you have seen, the resources look too scarce for you to survive here more than a few days. So this becomes our new piece, and it states, you notice a path to the south, apparently free of any jets of steam. Constantly looking for an easier means of access, you carefully walk back down from the peak. Banish the terrain card you are standing on and replace it with a 0-10 card. So this basically goes into, it's a temporary thing as well. And then 10 card, so 0, 1, 0. Might take a little while to find. There we go. So 0, 1, 0 is now slightly different. And what changed is we now can explore north, west, and south. And then this is going to go into, because this happened, it's going to go into our banished cards. Because this is now what we know. So here's the other thing that's going to happen too, is I forgot to put these out earlier. I have to put out our directional explore cards. Is someone Beardman? Ben is Beardman. No one's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah. And I am HP Lovecraft. Okay. So next thing that happens here is we have choices. So I'm done being active player. It'll pass to Ben unless anybody wants it.
So it said that it seemed like there was an open path to
Here.
the south.
That opened up.
Oh,
Before there was no way to go south.
I see.
Yeah.
So you can pick a direction to move.
East?
You can't go east.
Oh, that's right. West.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to explore west. Do you want to join him in exploring that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not going to. So we flip this.
Cursed. Great.
All right.
Great.
So the card is cursed. I mean, I do have to pick up and read it.
I changed my mind. I didn't go with him.
Yeah, right?
Oh, did you go?
Anxiety overcomes you. Despite the cold temperature, you are sweating profusely, and you start to shake uncontrollably. You're able to calm yourself. So you both of you are locked into this. You could draw 0 or more cards.
When I said west.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
You need 2 successes.
Okay.
Between
us?
No, so the active player,
Okay.
chooses now. You choose how many cards you want to draw from this deck to get 2 stars, 2 successes.
How many cards am I allowed to draw?
As many as you want.
I only get one answer?
Yeah, well...
we don't want to deplete our deck either, because once we get all the way through the deck...
I want 4.
You want... Okay, so Ben is choosing 4 cards to get 2 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He wants us dead.
Okay,
He's
here we go.
deliberately trying to kill us all, Will.
Is he?
Yes.
There's
1 1/2.
1 1/2. 2 stars.
Benjamin.
3 1/2. 4 1/2 stars. So...
Are there any cards that have no stars on them?
Some.
Okay.
The curses have no stars. So now you're going to have to choose. I'm going to pass this over to you.
Uh-huh.
You did succeed, so I'll deal with that. But you're going to have to choose if you want to keep any of those cards. You want to give them to one of us. But you can only choose one of those cards to keep for yourself or give to one of us, and the rest going to this card.
So we have to discard 2 of them ultimately.
Well, 3 of them.
3.
You only get to give one of those. You can either keep or give. Not both.
Oh, okay.
And then this card, the cursed card, now, the result is you are able to calm yourself. Shuffle any cursed cards you drew back into the action deck. So that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we do get a 0/0, he gets a 0/0/3 card.
So, the problem is I don't really know what any of this stuff is.
So, these are totally what we want. So,
what do these do?
I'm sorry I don't have a document camera set up tonight, guys. For the next stream, I will try to fix something up for that, so you guys can see these cards a little better.
But these allow you to construct things. So this allows you to construct hand pipes.
Choose a 0/0/3 card.
Wait, what?
Choose a 0/0/3 card.
Out of all of
Just randomly.
Look around for me, please.
To the experience, or?
What does it say? Oh, there we go. So cool. So you got an experience point for the group. So
you're welcome.
Ben got an experience point, and this tip says sometimes it's wise to postpone an action until you have the appropriate equipment to attack it.
Alright, so this gives you, so you can look at your card to see, it allows you to play music, to make fire, or to think or compose yourself. This also can reduce your action by 1 or do like bonus stars. So
seems like this was much better.
Yeah.
Some more options with it.
This is, one of the differences between this is an attack, so it's a weapon as well. It allows you to fight with them often.
Do we know how many of those come up in a deck?
I have no idea.
I have
no idea.
1.
Walking stick?
You only get one weapon in a deck?
No, one walking stick. All these items are unique.
So is there a chance that something will come up that's more powerful than this?
Well, yeah, but you can always replace it. You remember, you can have 2 items base, and then you can stack items later on if you want.
But can you ever replace the panpipes? That's the question.
Yeah, no, maybe.
I'm gonna take the panpipes. I'll subdue the monster with my music.
There we go.
Play the gentle tune.
Exactly. Play that haunting melody.
Yes.
So, 009 is what comes up here. The ground is totally barren here. In fact, the only vegetation among your surroundings are clumps of red seaweed clinging to the rocks. Plumes of yellowish smoke spurt from the ground from time to time, swirling all around a dead seagull.
Oh, lovely.
And then we are going to get 1, 2 more explore cards. Okay. Ben, you can pass active player, or you can stay active player. For the rest of this, I'm probably going to stand back.
Why
and just
didn't I move?
You don't. Now you can choose to move. You have to explore
So we had
first.
to explore first, so now...
Oh.
Now, for you to move, though, how much does it cost? It'll tell you on the bottom of that card.
0?
Yes. So you guys can move freely to that space.
No.
I will join you. You both can move. You know what? No, I'll stay there.
I want to go south. I'm staying active.
So this card has a bunch of new actions unlocked to you. You can examine both of these locations.
You never really told me though what the endpoint purpose
So-
is. Like, is it better to travel more, or is it better to explore?
It all depends.
So,
So
I
yes,
don't think we really know what our
yeah, there is no.
hunt is.
Well, it states here that we have. This is what a catch's totem looks like. Okay.
So we're on the hunt for that.
So a catch's totem looks like that, and it states on the bottom of the card, if a catch's totem can be seen on your terrain card, and the players have 5 or more cards with the keyword trophy under the satchel and journal card here, we take a 398 card. So we don't. It doesn't say we win.
I feel like I'm at the DMV.
Fill out form 9A WZ,
Yeah.
and then you'll get card 398.
Yeah.
And you'll have to wait in line number
take a
number
number.
45.
Alright,
Take
so
a
you might
number.
want to look.
That's
If we know we're looking for stuff.
only my brother would come up with the idea that this is like it's a DMV. Actually, that's a great idea for
Real life simulator.
yeah, it's a DMV simulator.
Government job simulator. Well then I'm gonna explore in that tile. It seems like there's better advantage to uncover some
So
stuff.
the Explorer is also a 0 will. So what do we need?
Yeah,
for
so-
Explorer?
Look at which one are you going for?
Do you want to do this one, or do you want to look at that one? So this is observation, right?
So
Spot,
it-
observe, or search, examine. Search, examine, spot, observe. Where's this card?
Right here.
Yeah, that has all your shortcuts. for
Yeah, it's actually hard for me to see all that stuff though.
There.
With your special eyes.
That's you can just hold it above it. Do you see it better?
The DMV game.
There you go. DMV game.
I think people would only want to play it if you could actually, hurt people.
You're right. You get a bulldozer.
Cackle gleefully as you cut the lines.
That's right.
Like, yep, that's my number.
Let's observe
Okay.
on those rocks.
So
that
up on the north.
Yeah.
So the one.
Requires you have to draw one card. It doesn't require any successes. So basically, what this does for you is this I believe goes into past.
One card. Oh, a shovel.
That's better than.
Get that shovel.
Yep. So I can just take it. I don't have to pay anything, or so now I can play him a tune.
I like
And
it.
then beat him with a shovel.
Ranger Paul Kane, welcome. How you doing? Long time no see. Thanks for popping in.
Alright.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. How do you like it? So go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, he got a shovel.
So, just so you're aware, those items do nothing right now. You have to actually build them into the items they are. Right now, the way they exist in your hand, they're an idea or a thought of how to make it. To build it, there's a crafting cost on the top of the card.
Yeah.
And then there's a subtracted amount underneath or next to it. So, but you have to be that resource.
So here, like where there's stone,
Mhm.
it would reduce it by the number here.
Yeah.
So 3 minus 2.
I mean, so I really can't.
Oh,
do
very
anything.
nice.
Not yet. But you don't really necessarily need it either.
Well, let me know how you like this game as we go through. This is a complete exploration game, and everything's very open, and it's a really great story. So he observed.
Yeah.
He didn't yet. He just take a card, right?
He did. That was the shovel.
Okay. So and you're keeping.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one did you go with? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a limit of how many cards I can keep?
Yes. Hand limit 3 blue for you.
3 blue.
Yeah, the blue hands in the corner.
Oh, got it.
What was
And
it?
then
0, 3, 4.
if you run out, you would always give a card as well.
So
you
Ben,
can give, keep, or discard.
through his exploration, finds bright red seaweed is clinging tightly to the rock. Perhaps it's edible. You tear a piece of the seaweed and give it a taste. As soon as your tongue starts to tingle, you spit it out immediately. However, it's flexible, and strong stem might prove useful. Immediately after this card is revealed, take a 029 card from the adventure deck if available. So 029.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We're developing ourselves a little landscape.
That's it.
And all these actually go together very seamlessly. 029. What is it?
What could it be?
Red seaweed. So anything with the symbol, the book symbol, we mentioned this in our stream on Wednesday, anything with the book symbol goes underneath our journal. It becomes part of our knowledge base. And what this tells us is red seaweed.
Poisonous.
The stem of this red seaweed is both flexible and strong. It could easily be crafted into some nice cordage or as a component in other equipment. When this seaweed can be seen on your terrain card, any terrain card, you now have the vine resource in that terrain.
So it just has to be visually there.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a symbol.
If you look, so now if you look at, just as an example, if you look at the terrain, there's actually red seaweed right here on that coast. So now that not only makes stone, it also has the vine resource. And the vine resource for you might be helpful as well. You see the little vine on the bottom there?
Yeah, so that's a vine.
Oh,
So you need some bamboo, vine. I don't know if I can read. Alright, so does this actually turn into anything, or does that card just stay?
That stays there now.
that is basically a pool that everybody can.
Yeah, this is our experience point pool, the seaweed, like anything we learn. There's actually, and here's one of the cool things about the game. I'll explain it to you. A lot of the people who are watching again know, but every card that you see here might have like these little things that are drawn in, the little pieces of artwork.
Yeah.
Could be something super significant, and it might not even be in this game. It might be like the 7th time we play this game. Great, broke my chair. Awesome.
Oh no.
No, it happened last time too. So, the red seaweed's one example. There might be flowers. There might be, a different shaped stone, tracks on the ground even. Crazy stuff like that could mean really important things later on. Okay. So with that, you explored. You have one other thing you could do in that card if you want to.
And that's this one.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah, a tentacle. Yep. There might be a tentacle coming out of a rock.
I want to search that.
You want one more?
So
this
that
isn't
doesn't cost
required,
anything.
yeah.
So are you joining him?
No.
Okay. And
Now I'm
that
going
is
to let him get stuck in the quicksand on his own.
Whatever, guys. I'll remember that. Keep it in my notebook, my little black book. I'm writing it on the back of my shovel.
Mood apathetic.
mood apathetic. Okay. You have two choices, Ben.
Okay.
Choose wisely.
So I have numbers here? Is it between the 029 and the...
No.
Oh, it's the 013.
Lucky
Okay.
number 13.
There we go.
You
13.
walk towards the dead seagull. When you are just a few feet from it, a gout of steam spurts from the ground and severely burns you. This is definitely not your lucky day. The active player takes a 104 card.
Okay, so
not the 104 card.
You are permanently disfigured.
Yeah, right.
So you immediately take a 104 card.
Just the active that's...
Your face now looks like a steamed dumpling.
But you have a movie casting in math.
What was the number? 104. Okay.
Boy, you got to pick again. Choose your fate.
Not the 104.
What does the 104 do?
Superficial burn, deep cut, or fractured bone. You are injured. The injury bleeds profusely.
Oh god.
Each involved character takes a 105 card. Return this.
Alright, so, no, you don't just take it. You have to do a check now. You immediately
Yeah.
So this means that Ben's injured, so this means that Ben's injured, and you could try to get rid of your injury. If you try to get rid of your injury, okay. If you try to get rid of it, you have to do a check. You have to take 2 or more cards, 2 more of these blue cards, and get 3 successes. But until you do that, your injury doesn't go away. Now, what could happen is further exploration as we go through the game. Right now, immediately, that this means nothing. But if we encounter something that specifically says if an active player is injured, this happens. Then
let me ask you this.
Yes.
So then I may discard 1 card with the keyword stealth from my hand of my inventory in order to skip the consequence step of an action I'm involved in.
Yep.
If you do, all involved characters must immediately take that action again.
Yeah, so all it does is it means that if you fail on an action that you tried to pass, then it's a do-over, it's a mulligan. So when, you wouldn't use that now. Okay. But in the future, like if you try to succeed on an action and you fail, you have the option to get rid of a stealth item to do it again. You have to draw again to try to pass it.
Stealth item?
It'll say on the bottom of it. It'll say if it's a stealth item.
Oh, got it.
I think mine is a stealth. Yeah, mine is aggressiveness and stealth.
So I need to draw 2 cards.
Not now. You can wait. You don't have to. You don't have to get rid of the injury immediately. It's up to you though. If you feel like you want to try to heal that. Now, the other thing that's important is, does your player have any buffs to healing, or could he have any buffs to healing with what you have there? No. Heather doesn't have any items yet, and I have nothing that could help you for heals. So ultimately, no, I don't. I can't heal you.
What about this 105 card?
That's if you get hurt. If you get further hurt. Well, if you do that check and fail it, then you have to get a 105 card.
Oh, well, I don't want to just hang out with this thing.
You want to try to heal your injury?
Yeah.
So how many cards? You can take 2 or more. You need 3 successes. And there is a bit of an algorithm in the instruction book here that. Yeah. So if you need 3 successes, drawing 3 blue cards gives you a 39% chance of passing that test. 4 cards is a 65% chance. Okay. 5 cards is an 82% chance, and 6 cards would be a 91% chance. The brown box area is kind of like the sweet spot on this thing. So it's saying that you should draw 3 cards for 3 stars. At least. You're going to go 4? Yeah. Now remember...
I want 11.
Now remember, as you chew away at our life force, things bad can happen here. So you're going to try to heal yourself, and you're going to
so I didn't take 5.
4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 3 successes.
And this is how he's the lone survivor in 2 previous expeditions.
Exactly.
There's a deck just for me.
Okay. 1 success. Sorry, that wasn't a success. That's half a success.
Right.
1.5. 2. 3.5.
What did you need?
3.
Oh, hey, you did it.
So you passed. Now, looking at the different cards here, and Heather can help you with this, figure out which one you want to keep or give to someone else.
Lucky Star. You may discard this during an action you are involved in order to apply the following effect. Add -2 and or add a 7. You might want to give that one to him. That's a bonus for him, yeah.
This is actually stealth.
Camouflage outfit.
I'll take that.
What?
Oh,
you succeeded.
Okay. And then... That's just an item. Fire. I'm gonna say one of those 2.
Explain what you're doing too, so they can hear.
Well, so his options. So there's a card that's actually.
We're missing it.
No, I don't use the click yet. So there's one card that could be benefit for you, Will.
Wouldn't that benefit everybody?
Yeah, technically, because
as long as we go with him
playing as a team. Yeah. So it applies to you, Will. It's the dark side one.
Okay.
following effect applies as long as you have this in your hand. And it's the praying and the rest one.
Mm-hmm.
So during the consequence step, if the action is a success, you may take all of the... Okay, what are the skulls called? Curses?
Curse cards.
Okay. Curse cards in the discard pile and shuffle them back into the action deck.
Okay.
There's that.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's a camouflage outfit, which
That was definitely better than me.
gives -3 requirement
Mm-hmm.
when hunting,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like. Oh, is that still? Yeah. It gives, I guess, 2. I don't know what that 7-star is.
So 2
For
successes.
stealthy.
2 successes and a 7-star. 7-star means when a 7 card comes up, card with a 7 counts as 2 stars. And it's multiplied. So, like, if you have...
So, would you prefer he takes the camouflage outfit then? That maxes out?
I mean, he has 3 items. So, the problem that he runs into is he can only build 2 of those items. Unless, what are the keywords on the bottom of those items? What do they say?
Clothing and stealth.
What are the ones next to it say?
Aggressive and stealth.
What does the spell say?
Stamina and then...
Okay. None of those could stack and benefit each other. So if you stack one of those on top of the other, it won't add to the resistance of it, meaning, or the durability of it. So if you took this item, if you gave this item to me, I already have War Paint.
No, this would be the one that I'd give to you.
Well, you could give that one too.
So if I build out both these items basically, and I can build them out and stack them. So this has 2 durability, this has 3. If I stack them, they both would end up having 5 durability, and I could use either of their abilities, and then when I take one off of this, so like the durability would be affected in that way.
So you have single successes, but as a group, we're also playing to succeed the whole mission.
Yeah.
Or you could give me this, and that would give me basically my 2 abilities that I don't really pay anything for. They're just latent abilities. It's your choice.
But how does that compare to the...
So this one, anytime we go to a prayer area or a rest area, if that's what's listed on the consequence, if the action is a success, I can take... So anytime we have a success when a prayer or rest is involved, I can take all of the curse cards that are in this card and put them back into our action deck. It doesn't necessarily help us insanely, but at the same time, in a way it does, because that just gives us more vitality or more of a life force back. However, it's filling it back up with curses.
Right.
But like I said, if it gets to the point where we're over here and this discard deck is now all we have left, there's nothing we can do with that. We would die if the curse comes up over there.
Alright, I'll give you this.
So you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this goes into discard. Okay, so now I am at my blue card limit. Meaning I can't hold any more cards.
Okay.
So when I find materials that might help me build out these things, I might want to build these sets soon. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's that.
So, at what point, like, what's the advantage or disadvantage of me discontinuing taking turns? Like, being the action?
The active player essentially takes the most risk, in what they're doing. Because you're the one that's going to be affected by whatever blind effect you don't see. Usually, you want the active player to have some advantage to what they're doing. Right now, it's early in the game, so nobody really has an advantage over anyone else and what they're doing.
I'll take one more risk.
At the 13?
Well, there's really the 13 is the card we're on right now.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Right, but there's nothing else really to search there, is there?
No.
Yeah. So I'll go south.
You're gonna go south?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sea urchins. The ground is covered with hundreds of little reddish creatures that look like sea urchins. You will have to tiptoe through the colony if you want to continue this way. Each character getting involved in the following action may discard any number of cards with the keyword skill from their hand or inventory. For each card discarded this way, you get 1 star during the result step. So you have to draw at least 1 card, and 2 stars are the way that we need to make it through unharmed.
Let me draw. You need to get how many stars?
Oh wait. So how does that bottom thing?
All right. You may. The bottom thing only goes in effect if you messes up.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
So what you're going to do is you can draw 1 or more cards.
Yeah.
Now, you flip this, but you're not locked into it. You could not do any of that right now and wait to do it later. Or she can join you in that action. And when she joins you, she can raise the amount of cards that you have to draw and lower the success. Meaning,
I'll join you.
She could join you and say, you got to draw 2 blue cards, but now you only have to get 1 success from those cards.
Okay.
She could even, you could do in multiples too. So she can say, I'm going to drop this by, well, I'm sorry.
So you have 2 cards.
If I join you as well, I could, for every player that joins you, it could be dropped and raised 1 level. So if the 2 of us join you, we can actually make it so it's 3 cards total and 0 success. But I think 1 in her joining you would be well enough to do that. Again, you could wait to do that and explore this one before you do anything else.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any advantage to going that way at this point.
Well, yeah.
You never know.
Right.
This could be...
So, to just sort of recap where we are. We really just started.
Yep.
If this dwindles too far down, we essentially are starving or too tired to go on. And we have nothing between us that will help us take cards. Some things I have over here, I can take cards from here and put them back in, but nothing that's significant enough right now. You might actually run into a special ability. Some of these guys have special abilities like mine that are one-off. Like once you use it, you can't use it again.
Yeah.
Victor Frankenstein, for example, has an ability that if you see a gravesite, you could try to raise his monster.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you take 25 cards from the discard and put them back in your action deck.
Holy shit.
But it brings the monster into the game. And now the monster follows him around. He also has, there's negatives and positives to that. One of the abilities he has is called Obey, that if you try to go for a success, it covers almost all the major success rolls. It gives you a bonus of +2 to like everything, because the monster obeys you. But again, there's some cool things like that, and each one of us might have a theme.
So what you're telling me is I don't have to take any cards right now. I can keep exploring.
Yeah, you could keep exploring. You
can explore this, but then we have to make a decision.
Yeah,
okay,
you eventually have to make a decision. Flip that.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Okay.
And you could say you can refuse to have somebody join you as well. You could say that. But,
Oh, okay. I'm an equal opportunity player.
okay, so she's joining on this. What is it?
Life jacket.
What does it say?
You have laid hands on the life jacket in poor condition.
Oh my God! Really, really, Darth Maul said, "Be careful. It's public and enemy number 1."
That's what I've missed. All the puns.
That's right. Her and Eric. She and Eric were both also in this.
Punning it up. So it's another buildable item. So what happens when we find the life jacket?
Well, what does it say?
Nothing. It says you have found the life jacket in poor condition.
The active player receives it. You don't have to build it. You immediately get it.
It's in poor condition.
Mm-hmm. But it's an item that you get. You now have an item. Now you can choose between the two of you who takes that item. She has nothing. And it doesn't count toward your blue cards. It counts toward your item. Oh, you hungry? Here.
Here you go, poor life jacket.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for the poor
So now you have an item. And
I'm gonna laugh when it saves me at the end.
very true.
Very well may.
Very true. And that takes up your item slot, one of your item slots.
Okay.
And then this now spawns the 015 card.
Hmm. 015.
Okay, you want to read that then?
Sure.
If anybody's just joining us, we are playing the Seventh Continent. Go ahead, read. Sorry.
The waves break and crash loudly against the jagged rocks. Getting to the other side is not going to be an easy task. Put a 017 or 009 card into play in the space shown, unless it's already there, which is I don't know how it gets oriented.
It says right here. So this card's 009, and that's 017 over here. So what happens here is if we succeed against this roll, we put the 017 card into play. If we do not, then this stays, basically goes into the failure. Okay. So right now, again, you don't have to address this right now. Both of these are balance-based abilities. There are cards that can help you with balance, BT dubs, items and stuff that you might get that can help you with balance. But that's how we're set up right now. We're sort of you can't go any further right now until you go do a check. You can't go any further right here until you do a check against this event.
Okay.
I'd like to take active player.
Oh, would you?
No.
No refusal.
My
I'm
turn.
gonna throw the life jacket at you.
So, go ahead.
I mean, if you want to.
You guys are pondering over there. I'm just
No,
gonna.
that's okay.
I'm
What do
gonna
you want
light
to
you
do?
on fire.
You're gonna let me on fire. I'm gonna light you on fire.
Maybe back to mac and cheese.
Do you want to bite it, mac and cheese?
Yes, but I don't feel like taking these things out, so.
What things? Oh, you got Invisaligns?
Yeah,
Invisalign?
different brand, but yes.
It's the off-brand?
Yeah, they're a third of the cost.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead, Will. What do you want to do? Go north or go south? Or do you want to just set the whole island on fire as well?
Set the whole island on fire. I'd like to explore up here. Spider bite.
Haha.
So
Glad I didn't go with you.
I have to try 0 or more cards to draw. I need 2 successes.
Boy.
So
We are burning through this deck like it is on fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3 on this. 1.5. 2.5.
Hey, that looks like me.
It is.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Gray hair.
So that's 2.5.
No, that's the same thing. It just,
Yeah.
you can only see.
Oh, it's the way
like
the
up.
light is.
Yeah.
So I passed the spider bite challenge. It just states that the little wound seems to heal nicely, and so this goes into the past. And
So you see the colony growing inside your
0.
Until the necrotizing fasciitis sets in.
Yeah. 0, 0, 0, 0, 7. Okay. Do you want to read 0, 0, 7?
Further to the north, the terrain slopes steadily down to the water. Got a little pincher up there.
Okay. So I'm going to give this to you.
Okay.
That decipher is very important in this. In there's a certain combo we can do that I think is very important.
Keelan accepts your offer.
Okay. All right. Still active player. So we got some things going on in this card up here to explore. And we might do so.
What is at the very top? What is that?
Where's the night? Yes.
No, is it a map icon?
That is a map. I think it's
Go see or investigate. Okay.
Go see or investigate. And there's also there's something here at basically what says 01011, which looks like I don't know, some kind of body or something. So let's check it out. I'd like to move up to the north, which doesn't cost me anything to move it up there. And you'll see movement cost based on the terrain you're in. Sometimes it's higher and lower.
So now can I go with you?
So as I'm up here, I want to take a look at that. What is that guy right there? Is that our guy?
What?
I think that might be him.
It does appear to be so, yes.
That is him, but we don't have what's required. So this totem on this card, very early in the game, is actually the totem.
Do we know though? Because there's
the
not
curse.
like an indicator.
There is not.
So you don't get the interact.
No.
Thing?
So basically, that totem that you see there is the totem that we need for our quest, which is a little scary because we need 5 trophies before we can.
Got.
Yeah. Okay. So I will take a look up here. It's going to cost me 1 and 0 successes. So play the 1. Knowledge is power. I'm going to give you this to you because you have room.
Okay.
You can read it.
You get more experience. Take 1 003 card. For each other Knowledge is Power card in the hands of all involved characters, take 1 additional 003 card. Discard this.
And 003 cards are the experience point card.
Okay.
So you can immediately...
Each involved character must discard all Knowledge is Power cards they have in their hands. Discard this.
And this right here lets you not have to draw a card to use that card. It actually... This is an insta-success on this card.
Okay.
Because you have that symbol, which is -1 and or 1 star, which is an instant success.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do that right now, you could draw another experience card.
Let's do it.
Okay. So she's going to play Knowledge is Power, and you get a 003 card. That's actually a pretty insane combo. I didn't realize that that's the thing. 003 is really just an experience card, so...
Just a point?
Yep. Experience point.
An incident from your previous expedition comes to your mind. Harvey was so excited about the discoveries made during the first 2 weeks on the continent that he neglected to eat or get enough sleep. When the first difficulties came, he was the first one to die. So, experience point, 1 point. There is a tip associated with the experience point. Our tip is... Surviving in the first hours must be your #1 concern, so find hunting and fishing spots and gather the appropriate equipment. Find a comfortable place to rest and turn your experience points into advanced skills. When you need to spend experience points, return this to spend 1.
Yeah, so when I played the game last time, we had a bunch of experience points, but we didn't have any way to spend them that we knew of. And when I looked up the instructions, like how do you spend them, it said the game will tell you when.
Oh,
and the game never told us when.
Probably because you just weren't advanced enough.
I guess so. But we were pretty far. So anyway, so now...
just because you got a platypuppy doesn't mean that you were that far.
Was pretty awesome.
What you're saying is we should take more blue cards.
No.
No, that's exactly not what we're saying.
He's saying the exact reverse of that.
Right.
So 018, I have to... It's 018. You have reached the northern end of the island. You have no idea how much time it would take to reach an area with more abundant resources. But one thing is certain. If you stay on this barren slab of rock, you are bound to starve. The many reefs that surround the island would surely wreck any craft trying to approach or leave. However, you might be able to swim through them. The sea is calm right now, but this is not a time to be reckless. And basically, for this one...
Also, where would you be swimming?
Blindly.
I'm starving, I'm just going to go swimming.
That's what I'm saying.
Marco
Polo.
Fishes, I'm hungry. Fishes.
And then I will also look at this card, the 001. It doesn't require any drawing or any successes. 011. Okay. If there is a purple trophy card under the satchel and journal, you may apply the following effect. Instead of revealing this, you may return it and place it in place of it. Take the card whose number is equal to 011 plus the trophy card from the adventure deck if available. That is not the case, so this is being flipped. A man is lying face down among the rocks. Approaching closer, you notice his clothes are torn and tattered, and his body is swollen and puffy. Parts of his body are mutilated, and the man's skin bulges what looks like large eggs.
Oh.
That's the image.
You can be by the same spot where you did.
Yeah, you got the same.
This is your future.
His Spider Bite also healed quite nicely.
Yeah. Put it up there for you guys to see.
Yummy.
So I could search.
Search his egg-ridden body
Yeah, it only costs 1 to do so. Should I search it?
so you can get what he has.
I don't know what he had. I don't know. 011 is 031, and then this gets returned.
That's all on you.
Yeah, I'm not following you for that search.
All right, I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna stay as active. You
Can
guys
I kick it back into the water?
No, that's not an option. That is not an option.
Can we set it on fire
Yeah.
to burn all those eggs?
That poor amphibiduck was Will's unwilling victim.
Aw. Will was telling me what happened. You guys sacrificed it. I'm like, you didn't even eat it.
The duckbill situation that happened on Wednesday. If you guys want to check the VOD later, do so because
The double duckbill platypus.
double duckbill platypus. The fact that
AKA platypuppy.
that's right. It just came up and like Reesh did something that I wouldn't have done, and he tamed it, and it became a pet and followed us around for the rest of the island. And then when we got to the end of what we thought was the end of our quest, we sacrificed it on an altar, and all it did, the only effect that happened was Reesh was covered in blood of his duck-billed platypus, and he was just standing there crying.
He betrayed his pet.
That's right. Remember the platy. Reesh said hashtag remember the platy. Platypus Memorial.
Alright. I am going to take a turn. And... I think the sea urchins are our best bet.
Okay. I cannot join you guys, but you guys are...
I was actually gonna...
You joining?
Yes.
Okay. So that means I will take...
So Ben has the option.
Well, I was going to say, I can do 2, right? Because I have to do at least 1.
So he can raise the amount of cards to 2 and drop the successful one.
Which, of course, he would do that.
Yeah.
So let's do it. 2 cards.
Reese said I almost got a monkey and a dog if I wasn't such a bitch. Very true.
Alright. We got our... What is that cat doing?
It just keeps swiping at the top of the box, and nothing's happening.
Alright. So we have Woven Port. Put a fire figure into play on your terrain card, discard this. Alright, or this is a card that affects you, it looks like. It is called Secondary Route. Discard 1 exploration card adjacent to your terrain card, even one that has already been revealed, and replace it with an adventure card that belongs there. Discard this.
That's insane. So basically, he could use that ability to get rid of either of these cards. That's super
I think we
powerful.
should maybe get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Super powerful.
Okay.
It seems delicious.
Alright, so this was successful. So I need a what? 006
It says,
card?
yeah, so that's the only thing that happened. What does it say there?
You make it through unharmed.
Discard. Okay.
And then 006.
006.
I find a lush land full of strawberries and honey.
There you go. Madam?
There is no smoke here. Some moss and even a few bamboo light kings grow in the area. It looks quite nice and peaceful.
So, I'm going to give you a little hint on this card and explain. Some cards, there are numbers written in the terrain. And if you see the number, it gets replaced with whatever number is written on the card. So I'm going to let you take a look at that card closely and see if you see any numbers on it.
Are you mental? What are you talking about? Like the 012, 004, 009?
That's there.
I can't tell through that magnifying glass. What are you talking about?
Look in the ground.
In the
Pick it up.
grass?
Yep, look in the train itself. What number is that?
014.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll see every card that comes up. You want to really examine it and check everything about it, because something like that could change the dynamic of the whole game.
Hey, it looks like there's a platypus here.
Maybe.
There's footprints.
Maybe. So, with what you have there,
Could also be what injected eggs into that guy over there.
so 014,
Might not
we've
inject
identified, we've seen it, identified it. We now put this card in, it's banished.
So
Why did we
there is
banish
always a benefit to
Nope.
taking this alternate card.
Well,
so
not always, but sometimes, I mean, usually 98% of the time, there is a benefit. A hidden passage.
Mm-hmm. You find a little crab and it scurries into a small hole hidden away in the weeds.
And then it grows larger and consumes you.
Yeah.
So basically what
Lays
happened,
eggs under your skin.
because she identified that number, now this unlocked. Understand? Yeah, so we got lucky once.
There's more platypus.
That's true. That's very true.
I think they're probably little crabby dabby legs.
Krabby Daddy legs.
Me hungry.
Yep, time to go fishing.
Some crab is what for dinner.
That's right. Okay, so
When do you change the music?
when these are all ones still.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. We have waves, seagulls. If we move to a different area, and I will note that sometimes these areas can just change like that. Like one tile could go from a 1 to an 8. A lot of it's not really difficulty that's determined by these. It's more just different areas in progress.
I'm gonna go ahead and
You want crab?
look over here, search, examine this 016.
Did you move there?
Yeah.
Did you draw the card to move there? You have to draw a
Oh,
card.
I did draw one. Sorry, I thought it was
So you have to draw a card to move
I
there.
saw the 0 stars. You may discard this during the cost step of an action
That's a
or
good
halt
card.
in order to apply the following effect. Make it 3.
So it means you can make it so you
Alright.
have to draw 3 less.
Alright, so I'm going to do the observe.
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 So 016 costs nothing.
Yep. That means it's probably not good.
016. There is something in there. Following the scampering crab, you notice a gleam at the entrance of the hole. You crouch down and reach into the hole to take the object.
Sounds smart.
That's a
Ooh.
poor decision.
Ooh, what did you get?
I have a small metal gear wheel found in the lair of a crab.
Very cool. So now this becomes part of our session.
I think as hungry explorers would have rather had about 6 crabs.
I agree. I would have rather crab as well. And then that's what you found in
Okay.
that crab hole.
And then
Grapple.
I'm going to draw a card
And
Crab
then crab hole.
Such a grapple.
and observe there.
We're
I
going
need
to
a
observe down. Oh, drawing a card.
Have to, right?
Ooh, a herbal mixture.
Okay.
So I imagine you're keeping that.
Yeah.
How many blue cards do you have?
That'll be
This
3.
is your max on
Yeah.
blue cards. And then that's the 012.
Yep.
012.
From the few tracks
Do
you
you want to help
spot
me
on the
move that
ground,
up? We're gonna
it
have to move this
seems
up.
that a small animal was recently here. Alright, so
I
on
think
the
we're
back,
okay. I think we're okay.
on the back it says, you hide and wait in silence. Depending on the number of successes you obtain, take the corresponding number of
Let me move this.
030 cards.
That top one, just move the top one up. This is all the way at the top.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that gives me a whole bunch of scenarios, like 2 to 3 stars is
Okay,
greater
So-
than 1, it's 1.
yeah,
3,
so,
0, 3, or 4 to 6 stars is 2.
yeah,
7 plus is 3. And then it says reveal them. If at least one involved character is bloody,
crabs are
you
delicious.
must discard one of these cards without the keyword predator. Choose one of the remaining cards, which represents the result of your hunt. Return the other cards and flip back over. So it has a 2
Yeah,
and
let
2
me
plus
explain
stars.
what you're looking at there. You're looking at a hunting card.
I figured that.
So what's happening there? The more successes you get, the more potential food, meat, whatever you get. But you only get to choose one of the cards you reveal. So it just gives you more variety because some of them are just there's nothing there. Like if you only got 1 star, you might draw that and there might not be any food there at all.
Okay.
And then so if you draw 3, you get to choose 1. You get to go for some bigger game.
So what would you recommend? 2 to 3, 4 to 6, or 7 plus?
Here comes the fun. Are you doing it now or are you waiting?
Mm-hmm.
What are is there any bonuses on there? It's a target. If I build these out, I can bonus on those.
Okay, so we should just leave it for now.
Yeah. We have nothing with leaf, right? Exposed.
Yeah,
So
bamboo, rock.
where I am,
seaweed.
is there any seaweed up there? Doesn't appear to be. Of course not. Okay. So if I get to where the seaweed is, I can make this for 1 now, and if there's no leaf, I could just do that where I am. And then I could make this for 2 blue cards.
What did he say?
Reach is saying someone should go poke the dead body with a stick.
We're gonna let Will do that.
I'm active player. I'm gonna go ahead and build the war paint. So I draw 1.
Take active player away from me.
Well, just for a moment. So I draw think. And you don't have any room for blue cards, do you? No.
I don't.
I'll take this think card then. War paint. I now build out. It has 2 durability. And
Would you like a chocolate there?
is there any red seaweed up there? Where I am?
You'd have to look. I don't know.
Doesn't appear so.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I guess, move to you guys. Should I do something with that body before I leave?
Sounds like you want to.
I mean, I don't know that we're gonna go back and do it. So if you want to do it, do it
I'll
now.
encourage you from afar.
Okay. I have to draw 1 splint.
Fine.
You guys can't hold anything, can you?
Mm-mm.
And then it's a 0/1/1 card. No, 0/3/1. So I return this card. 0/1/1. And I get a 0/3/1 card.
Spiders everywhere.
Do I have a choice? Uh-oh. I do have a choice. I do have a choice. So, okay, here we go.
And this is where baby crabs come from.
0/3/1. Read that, please, for me, while I put this back.
Seems you may have made a better choice.
The waves violently pound the rocks, splashing your face with sea spray. You inch toward the body along the slippery rocks, trying your best not to fall into the water. Alright.
Okay.
So you have to draw to maintain your balance.
Okay.
If I didn't get 3 witnesses on the bottom, you fail.
Well, we'll get to it. So, I try to maintain my balance. I could draw 1 or more cards. I need 3 successes. 3 successes. I'm going 5.
Whoa.
5 cards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We hit the waves.
We hit the waves. Ben, push the camera up if you can, so we get locked in, sort of. Hold on. I might be able to do it from here. There we go. Might have to tighten the.
No, it's the rethink rule.
I have to rethink my inks. The Great White Ninja? Oh, well, I might have to go rethink my inks. Okay. 5 cards. And Risha's saying go 8 cards. I'm going. Did I say 4 or 5?
You said 5. I said 4.
How many do you need?
3 successes.
Oh boy.
I gotta go 4 cards. No,
You need
5.
4? Yeah,
1,
just
2,
like, what?
3, 4, 5.
We have 0 trophies and like over half our deck off.
Wait. Before I do this, I'm gonna think about it.
Oh lord.
No, hold on. You'll appreciate this. Randomly take 7 cards from the action deck. You may add 1 card to my hand, and I must shuffle the other cards back into the action deck, or discard. I could choose which they go to card by card basis.
Okay. I still have a shovel, so I could hit you over the head with it. Well, you can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll randomly take 7. So I guess that means randomly.
Spots, yeah.
I
That
guess
is,
it
That
means
means randomly, I guess. Weird.
1, 2, 3.
Scared of everything
4,
you're doing right now. I think you should
5,
have thought less about this.
6, 7. And then shuffle the other cards back into the action deck. Okay. So these are the 7 cards that I revealed. Wow. Those are 2 curses, which is good. This is a good thing.
Good thing.
Well, would you listen to... Did you read what the card said? Huh? Huh?
I did. You
Huh?
didn't discard
Huh?
them.
3 star.
These 2 I'm discarding into the discard.
Mhm.
So that means that we don't have to worry about some cards being curses coming up.
Okay.
Now, I get to choose one of these to add to my hand.
Or mine.
No, this is specifically mine.
Learn by doing.
I am actually going to add the woven basket. There's a reason. Once we collect food, the woven basket basically serves as a way for me to hold onto more items. I can hold up like 6 items at a stamina base.
Okay.
So that's why I'm doing this.
You just stick that food in your belly basket.
Get rid of the glutton. You guys, they're talking about killing me off,
Get
guys.
the shovel!
And then these get shuffled back into the action.
Okay. So you were allowed to pick 2 and get rid of them.
I was allowed to pick only one and add it to my hand.
Right.
And then the rest.
and then
you
the
can
rest
pick
I could
either
discard.
Or
I could
shove
discard them.
back in.
Yeah, I can discard them in the action deck or the discard deck. I opted to put them into the discard because.
So now you lose that ability.
Which ability?
That one that you just used to
The
do
thing?
that thing, yeah.
It goes into the discard. It could come back if we eat or any number of things could bring it.
But the curses come back from
My
you too.
game is now running.
Let's see. His game is now running steady 35 frames per second in the forest area with a lot of things. Wow, that's great. So you got 10 FPS from it. Sounds like a solid optimization pass there, Lewis.
Dude, did you know that Lackawanna is sponsoring, or no, they're offering scholarships for esports?
They all are now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even like big schools are. It's a whole division. But again, that's like the friggin' jack off, like Overwatch and like
Yeah.
what? I'm just like esports is its own bubble within the video game industry now.
Sure.
And
Sure.
Blizzard, and then one part of the game industry, or one part of it that ruined it, you don't really see a lot of casual players playing first-person shooters, and when you do, it's usually other people raging around them. That's why the community is so toxic, because when you add money into that,
Everybody's fighting for it.
everybody's fighting for it. And when you're practicing, like even people who are practicing for the esport, if they get on a team that's not good enough, quote unquote, they just blow them up. And that's why you actually see them. So there's been suspensions, like college suspensions for people like using derogatory language and stuff, and like when they're practicing for esports, And somebody actually lost their scholarship because they dropped the N bomb while they were playing without even being part of like the actual esport itself.
You mean Nichols?
They were streaming it. Nichols. They said Nichols on stream.
God.
Yes. And they lost their scholarship. Lou, I am super excited for that game for your demo to be done and ready to rock and roll. Okay. So now I will not build that woven basket at this point because it's just so damn expensive. Okay. So balance. I didn't do that yet.
Well, I was confused. I'm like, what happened with the dead body?
5 or 4?
I would say
How many successes do you need?
maybe 3, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. One more. One more, everybody.
How many stars do you need?
He needs 3.
Needs 3.
And there's no
Thanks,
abilities.
calculating the odds.
Yeah.
There's no abilities I have. I mean, I could, during the result of an action you were involved in, you may discard 1 card with Steward's Serenity. I could get rid of my woven basket I just got, or Dark Regeneration. If I discard from my hand or inventory,
I say do 5.
each revealed curse card with a star, so that doesn't help me.
Yeah, because the consequence is much worse than
5?
right.
Right? What happens if you fail?
If I
You get
fail,
taken out to sea.
the wave breaks over the embankment, knocking me down and drenching me to the bone. Each character takes a 102 card. 102, I don't know if it's exhaustion or what it is. You start to learn with these cards eventually. Alright, 5. 5. We're doing 5.
For 3 stars.
For 3 stars.
Let's see it.
Half a star. Half a star. Curse. Half a star. Shit. Okay. So that's 2, 3.
Got it. So you can get rid.
Make it?
I did.
Yeah, literally.
Literally just made it.
You can get rid of the curse.
The curse. Well, that's gonna go to discard. I could have turned that curse into a star if I got rid of a Serenity card, which I could have done. Alright. Now, what's left over remembers a nice card. It allows you to go into the discard and pull any card out of it. Because you remember something you did. Learn by doing is good because
but none of us can take on it anymore. So it's only up to you.
Yeah, you could opt to get rid of a card. So what I could do is I could pass you a card that might be better. Like Pull is good for balance and other fun things.
Okay.
Study the notes for Heather. You take a few moments and you get a 050 and a 003 card for this. This is super, super powerful. Is there anything that you learn by doing? I'd probably recommend you dump for this card. Well, so 050, I know what it is because of what we played before, and the 003 is experience. We know that.
Okay.
But you get 2 things for doing this action. As soon as you do it, it gets discarded. But it's either of these. I think I would recommend either of these.
I know, but either one of us would have to discard. Correct?
That's correct. You'd have to figure out what if there's something that's better. If this is better than what ultimately you have in your hand.
Oh Lord.
I think learn by doing it. I wouldn't do it. I would go with this over the learn by doing. Reese just said, "Take the damn card." All right, so I succeeded on this. Take a 032 card from the adventure deck if available, and discard and replace this card with 139. 032 if available. Now that the danger has passed, you search the body, wasting no time. Oh, I got another Metal Gear wheel.
What does it actually do? Can I build something with them or something?
Yes. Yes.
Playing back off here.
It's a maybe, but it's a very strong maybe. Let's put it that way. Those are both potentially super powerful.
Okay.
This, and then I get discard this and replace it with a 139
When
card.
do I get to do something with my dice?
You don't roll.
Never.
So what's the point of them?
It's for
Durability.
Yeah, for your items.
$139.
I suppose.
Okay, 139. Judging by the insignias on his jacket, this man was once a French naval officer. Despite being worn and faded, you can still make out a name. FT-16, La Rochelle. Probably the ship to which the man was assigned. Unfortunately, there's nothing else worthwhile on him. But now that's explored and...
Got it.
So at that point...
I can get rid of that for you.
You could get rid of... Well, that does nothing. That's just explored and taken care of. So...
right. Discard one exploration card adjacent to your terrain card.
You would
even
not,
one that has already been revealed.
Yeah, you would not get rid of that though.
It's not a terrain card.
This is.
Yeah.
And this is the one you're going to want to get rid of with that ability.
Because this requires a lot of smart.
No, I can't get rid of the terrain card. I can only get, it says discard one exploration card adjacent to your terrain card.
Right. This terrain card is what you're on here, and exploration card has
that is an exploration
because you haven't flipped it yet.
Okay.
Right?
This actually isn't. This is a terrain card, not an exploration card. This is an exploration card, and the one that you just flipped before is an exploration card.
Yeah.
Damn it, game. Reset, roll the dice bin if you want to. They can't stop you.
There's 7.
There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys discuss and figure out what you want to do next. I don't want to have too much of a hand because I played this part of the game before.
I just want to explore. God damn it.
Alright, let's go that way then. Or you could do this, right?
You could flip that. Whoever's there, you would have to flip it there. Ben can join you for free because...
What happened here?
We waited because it's a hunting card, so we need to build something.
Oh, so we can hunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so that seems to be our only choice because this doesn't seem like a very good option, right?
Well, we might have to do
It's
that
a
way
difficult
still.
option.
Well, then let's do our other potential option.
Okay. Habits and customs. Thinking back on the last few days before you left for the expedition, you remember your excitement at the prospect of all the discoveries you dreamed of making. If players have 3 or more cards with the keyword fetish, take a 420 card and banish this. We do not.
420, smoke up.
Here.
It's a side quest card, so what happens?
So it says banish it. 3 players.
But that's if we have the fetish.
That's correct.
Right?
Otherwise, it goes into our
Discard?
pass.
Oh. Well, that was lame.
And then 004 is what is brought in.
Yeah. Where are these fetish cards? I haven't even seen one yet.
That's when it comes up later in the game, like after players have collected.
Things get interesting. You go down to the pink room.
004.
The pink cave.
Progression in this direction is hampered by many jets of boiling steam. It seems you have to take a steep path to reach the ocean that you can see below.
Okay. So.
Some red seaweed down there.
Yes, I've done a lot of exploration of the continent and this island, and I know some of the things that need to be done. However, this is a different curse, so I don't know how the resulting... I don't think I've gotten a trophy yet. I'd imagine it's from killing something big.
That's what I'm confused by. Like, we need how many trophies?
5. And we might have to go to the main continent to get those trophies, and then sail back to this. Sail back via raft or something, maybe. I don't know.
You can use my foam noodle on that back.
Your foam noodle?
Yeah.
Could you move that back again, Ben, so that when we move the table, it doesn't come through? No, the camera. Just because every time we touch the table. Yeah, it should be fine.
I'm just surprised we've been playing this for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
we've done more than, right? Or that we've barely done anything.
Well, yeah, when we needed 5 trophies, like we have 0 trophies.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. The way one of the beauty aspects of this game is it's not meant to be a one-session game. Like,
no.
At a certain point tonight, we'll say,
this
okay, we're done, and then we actually use this card to save our progress. All our items, all of our characters are saved. and then the next time we sit down, we continue on from where we were.
So this is not meant to be done in one night.
No. Some people, some of the reviews, this is spoiler heavy. Like, what we do here, people could see exactly what's happening with this game. The reviews that were done before this game hit the shelves, they were very kind when it came to the spoiler aspect of it, and they just said what their experience was like. And one reviewer, probably one of the most popular, Rado, he was a game developer, but he ran through it, and he said that his group spent 15 hours in the game. They didn't even feel like they were like halfway through what they needed to go. But again,
spoiler alert: monsters all over the island. We haven't even seen one.
Yeah, well, and again,
I'm gonna kill that platypus and see if it gives me a trophy.
Nice. All right, so we'll have dilly dally. What do you want to do?
All right, so literally that's the only thing we can do, right? We don't have any more directional
I
cards.
thought we could explore something there.
You could explore over here.
Did you come with me?
Sure. I did.
You did.
Yeah.
We can move. It's 2 cards to move into there.
It's 2 to move in there. Yes. Well, no. It's two because of where you're on. Whenever you're moving, you always pay the payment of whatever card you're on to go into the next one. You don't pay this until you're on it to move in there.
Okay. So 2 cards.
For
both of us.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, whenever you move together, it's just a single. Now, one thing Ben could do is he could lure to 1 card and raise it to 1 success. So you'd be able to draw 1 card, and then you'd have to hope that you succeed.
Why? There's 0 success.
It becomes 1 if he alters it, because he's going with you. He could raise it by 1. You can raise the success by 1.
Why would you want to raise it?
Because then you're drawing 1 card, and you're risking that 1 card being the 1 success. Do you understand?
That sounds dumb.
It's not dumb if you're trying to conserve your deck.
Well, why would I change the strategy we've had this whole
That's
game?
That's true. Okay, you ready?
Just
2 cards?
Yeah.
2 cards for you guys to move?
Oh, damn. Should have done 1 card, I guess.
Alright, so, where there's a will, there's a way, which is for you. You may discard this during the result step of an action you're involved in order to apply a +3. Wow, +3 blue. Draw 3 additional cards, adding their successes to your total. Which is actually kind of cool, because basically after you chose your cards, you could play this to force another 3 cards to be played, like if you didn't succeed. It basically gives you 3 extra cards, because in the rules you can't just add cards after you chose. Then bow, which is actually a big item to potentially have.
You would have to get rid of something.
You'd have to get rid of one of your blues to take that bow.
You get rid of your panpipes with a bow.
Sure.
Panpipes going? Not the shovel?
No, because I might need a weapon.
What do you think will be better?
This is a will-based item. Do you have anything that's a will-based item over there already?
That's on the bottom of the card?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, okay. So basically, stacking will not help. Okay, so you got rid of the panpipes. And remember, you didn't build any of those out yet, so there's still ideas. That's one reason you're going to want to think about building now, is so that they become items and they're no longer taking up your blue card space. And then this goes into discard.
So remember what you have to do as well. I haven't seen any tree.
Darth Molly said you have to leave that platypus alone.
There's a lot of stuff.
I would never have sacrificed it on an altar.
Yeah, and the other cool thing is, like, because we're doing these things like a week apart.
I would have sacrificed him on the altar.
There's
success all the way.
Well, because we do these games a week apart, one nice thing about it is, and Reach mentioned it, you think about during that week in between, you think about what you can possibly do to,
So wait, I technically should be able to build this stuff, right?
You have to be on a location that has...
No, you don't have to. You can build it without being on any of this
stuff.
But
doesn't it give you the bonus if
the
you're
reed.
in it?
He'll get a bonus for reed and rope at this point. If he stays on, how much does the reed give you a discount?
-1.
Okay, so the stone gives you -2. So if you move over here, I would recommend building it there because it gives you a bigger discount.
Yeah.
But I have to be the action guy, don't I?
You could, well, no, you choose, like, if you want to move now without doing anything else on the space.
Alright, so we already
you
the 2, right?
Over, right? Yeah. So
you're already there.
You guys moved over.
Oh, well,
then you're active. You can build that now. You need to draw 1 card, right?
You don't just keep taking my active status like it's yours.
Ben, you want active?
Yeah.
Okay, take active.
Yeah, I mean, fight patriarchy.
Build your show.
I'm just gonna dig.
I think you need. How many do you have to draw for that?
3.
How many successes do you need?
Wait, where?
It's 3 minus 2 now, right?
Molly, that's the right answer.
I suppose.
Sacrifice one of the team.
I guess just one, yeah.
Keep the pet. Kill the person.
That's right.
I'm guessing just one.
Just one. So it succeeds, and the bolus weapon came out.
What weapon?
That those things will it.
Oh, yeah.
You throw them at like people's ankles.
What are all those stars on the bottom?
So for
I'm enchanted.
attack and targeting, or hunting rather, you get 3 cards or 3 stars plus 2 7 stars, and that's if the 7 hits. So the big thing with this one is that's a massive success increase, but then you have to discard it.
Oh.
Reese, you better stop giving spoilers over there.
So my shovel's built. What does that actually mean?
You couldn't throw me on the altar. What?
My shovel's built now, right?
Yeah, so you move it ahead of your. It's no longer part of your hand. And then for durability, move one of the dice marks how durable it is. So 4. And then this, nobody's taking this, right? Just one discard.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Right, we can't take it.
Yeah, I mean you can get rid of another card.
Technically, I could now, right?
Technically, you could.
He's gonna be weapons heavy.
Yeah.
Also, how he survived.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna take all the weapons.
Soul Survivor has all the weapons now, and
Well, I mean, I can always discard it, can't I?
you can. We're just
Can't
joking.
just like-
We're
you're
just
like,
joking.
I'm just
I have a
thinking.
bow. I'm hungry. I can't find any
No.
crabs, but I'm looking at 2 tasty humans.
Yeah.
You could build that for free on the space you're on, by the way.
The bow?
You have the bolus.
Oh,
Wow.
Because he has rope and he has stone, so he builds it for free. And now those are your 2 items. Is that a will? No, it's an aggressive, and then the other one's what kind?
Stamina.
Stamina. So you can't build any more items right now.
Mhm.
So that bow, if you get rid of that bolus and discard it, then you have the bow on reserve, basically.
But there's no
you only
wood,
have
so I
2
can't
weapons
build it.
right now.
Yeah, I mean you can always build it, but it would just cost more to do it. All right, so Heather, what do you want to do?
I would like to observe that number 35 right there.
Reach said sorry about revealing spoilers.
Yeah.
Do you want to do one now?
I still don't even know what it is, so it doesn't really matter. 35. I'm just
30.
giving you a hard time.
35.
Right? This?
Yeah.
0
35.
0 0 0 35
0,
0 0
Form number
0
0035
0 0
at the DMV.
8675309.
Ooh, Heather, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, a lot. Oh, 2 choices.
2 choices.
Immediately after this is revealed, one involved character may choose 1 card with the keyword stamina in the discard pile and add it to their hand or shuffle it back into the action deck.
Interesting.
Let me see that there discard pile.
So this goes right here,
Yeah, just stand for a little bit.
Yep. and you could look for a stamina card and either add it to your hand or put it into the action deck.
Ooh. Did you hear that one?
No.
Hmm. I'm just picking all the ones that have stamina. No, that ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the option to learn by doing, which we know the knowledge is power again,
Uh-huh.
or life in the wild. So this one,
Which one? One by doing?
one of them, knowledge is power, learn by doing.
Yeah, and so then you could either take it, you'll put it back in the action
Which
deck.
one? That's what I'm saying.
That one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you're liking the music, Reach.
It kind of reminds me of the music that we had in Mantis of Madness.
Yeah,
A lot of it reminds me of Manchester Madness.
it's just cool because it's not like a dice game. It's all,
Yeah,
exploration.
it's good in its own way.
It's a unique mechanic for exploring too. That you have all the different things you go through. Okay, who?
Okay,
So-
so
What is that? That card that you revealed says what? You did the immediate part.
yeah.
So now this is shelters plus health. So if you do any type of like shelter or health based action while you're on this tile, it gives you -1 to do it, or adds a
Alright,
success
so
to
that
do
just stays there.
Yep.
Alright.
That being on that tile basically is a permanent buff for that.
Alright. And then I'm going to also do the mappy thing down there at 008.
Okay, 008, and it costs you 1 to do so.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do it.
You don't have any like mappy buffs, right?
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
I have you find some interesting information. So.
Think is the one that you can use to think and do that 7 draw.
Oh god.
Otherwise,
But I
just,
don't have to, right?
just discard it.
Yeah.
You taking Danny's baby juice?
Is that what you drink?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
baby
he thinks
juice.
it's juice, so we're like, yeah, it's juice.
So that is 008. 008. 1008. You gaze upon the wide, endless ocean. The surface rough and choppy, and the salty spray from the waves is enough to tell you that the water is freezing. Swimming away will certainly not be easy. On the other hand, if you stay here for more than a few days, you will likely die. So these basically are, unless you have like the raft or something else, you really don't want to just start swimming out in like a vast
Well, it
ocean.
tells you you're going to die of hypothermia.
And like this
Turn
is
into crab
the
food.
success allows you to do a 0, 2, 3, and then plus this little square symbol. They come up if there's like an item that has a square, just like you see on the wheel. That item will let you do certain things with certain cards.
Yes.
So basically, that just tells us you can swim if you want to, but they recommend not doing so. Yes, you can swim if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
All right.
If your friends don't swim, then they don't swim, and
All right,
no
all
friends
right,
of
all right.
mine. One of the coolest things about Blizzard, when they made World of Warcraft, there was a boss, Hygen, and it was actually called the Safety Dance. If you played the Safety Dance song during his boss fight, you would be safe from the flames. If you moved every time, he would start a verse.
Wait, how would you play the safety game?
They usually did it on communications, like TeamSpeak or whatever. They'd hit this song,
God.
and as soon as the boss fight started, and so like the whole thing, during that whole time, if you timed it to go against the flames, and it was called the Hygen Safety Dance.
Oh, Blizzard.
Yeah.
You so silly. Alright, so now we're kind of stuck, I feel like. We really can only go that direction.
I don't use my discard now.
You could,
What are you
right?
doing?
Discard an
Can you-
exploration adjacent to a terrain card.
Again, that's not exploration.
But
Oh.
some of these are, right?
No. Well, these are, but they're already like buffing us. You don't want to get rid of them.
So we're stuck. We're going to have to go up there.
Alright.
So-
Everything's explored.
So, Will, why don't you move that way? Because it's going to cost you less through.
I feel like,
afford you to die.
I mean, we could try to get through with
Three,
these
yeah.
cards to this area over here. It's like even right now. So, we don't have any food. We'd have to go down here for food.
We have no food, and we also have no trophies.
You have bonuses to hunting with that bolus. I have bonuses. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this out. Now I have to move down to you guys anyway. So here's what I'm going to do. I have to pay 1 to move, so I'll do that. It's rope. Of course it's
Reese
rope.
says, someone jumped the rocks. I want a death.
You want a death? I'm not going to take the rope. Nobody has slots, right? No.
No.
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah, these two are built.
Oh, there. Take it, just so we have it. What is that? What is the
This-
keyword?
Skill.
So there's nothing that you have skills with. You can't stack it, right?
Unfortunately, I don't believe so. Seems it would go great with bow.
Alright. It would cost me 0 to go to your landing there. It would cost me 1 to go over here. Sorry, it's 0 to go here. So I'll go there. And then if one of you moves there, if both of you move there, it'll cost me nothing to move down to where you are.
We have to pay 2 though,
You will have to pay 2.
whereas you only have to pay 1.
Oh. But I need one of you there. I need him there to help me with the hunt. So you can get a bonus on it.
But if you go there, will he only have to pay 1?
Yes, you're right. He would only have to pay 1.
So better.
So I'll move here for 1.
Well, I guess if it comes out to the same, either he moves and pays 2, or
Snowshoes. We're not going to do those right now.
No.
And then I'm going to build, while I'm down here, I'm going to build out the camouflage outfit. I'm going to have to draw 2 to build this one out.
we did.
1, 2. Imaginary friend. That's a fetish card. Learn by doing. The stamina. So this is going to stack with this. This is going to stack with this, and it becomes 5.
Okay.
And I will take learn by doing and discard that and use my learn by doing to immediately build out this woven basket for 3.
Okay.
So now I've freed up my items, and I now have. Okay, good. We're moving more in the direction we need to be moving in.
What's kind of surprising is how many cards come into play between like our joint bag, our individual characters, and the map
and how
itself.
crazy is it that the more cards we collectively use, the more we're taking away from our vitality.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like these, even if we pull from the discard, these are ones that we're going to keep out in front of us. If we keep adding them in, then it helps us survive. But having them out is anyway. So Ben, follow me over here. You have to draw 1 card to follow me. See here. Okay. Valiant hearts shall not fail. So do you want to take? Well, you can't take that. I'll take this because it gives us 2 successes. I can discard during the result step. So I'm gonna take this blue card. Okay, we're kind of stacked now for this hunt. I'm actually kind of excited about this.
Let's murder something.
All right.
Let's get some crabbies.
So, I am going to go at this. So, I can apply. So we're both going to go at it. If I use my war paint, I could go stealth and apply -2, meaning I don't have to draw any, and it gives me a success right off the bat. 1 success. How many successes do you provide if you use that bolus?
1.5, it looks like. Thing on the side.
No, this.
3.
That's 3 successes there.
But
So
there's 5 stars, and then 2 of them have 7.
yeah, we'll get to that. So you give a base 3 successes. So let's both knock this down 1. 4. And then you drop your card. So that's automatically, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 5, 6 successes, and 6 successes will give us a choice of 2 0-3-0 cards. I'll draw 1 card. 1 card.
So I'm getting rid of this?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, did we decide?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't. I could get rid of a stamina card. I'm not going to, though. Alright, this curse goes here. We still end up with 6 total successes. Which is right on the cusp of like 7, which would have been awesome, but I'm okay with this. So
you get 2 0-3-0 cards.
Yeah, so we get 2 0-3-0 cards.
Get rid of this.
That's discarded, yes. But I honestly think that was worth what we did with
Can I
it.
build anything here? No, we're not wood yet. Do we have?
No.
2 0-3-0, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired.
Okay. So there's 3-0. There's 3 of these cards. Ready?
Ready.
We get to choose. We get 2 of them. You take one. And I'll take one. And now we look at what the results were. So we get to choose between. Okay. The same thing.
Ready grabs.
So this one goes back.
Wait.
They're both the same, aren't they?
No,
Maybe not.
that one says take 2-0.
Oh. There we go. So we're going to choose that one. This one goes back. And so we ended up, you spot a kind of large gray and red crab with short, flat pinchers that do not really look like a threat. Take 2 0-0-1 cards. So this guy goes back.
Thanks, Eric.
Hi, Eric. Oh, thanks for the bits, Eric. Thank you.
So 2 0-0-1 cards.
2 0-0-1 cards. Was it 0-0-1?
Was it?
That's what I heard him say.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's
That's
been a long
okay.
day.
Yeah,
Long week.
2 0-0-1 cards. 2 0-0-1. We got meat/crustacean. Meat/crustacean. So basically now I will put these in my woven basket. Okay. And my
No, sorry.
So we could tackle him whenever we get hungry.
I guess so.
well, so now here's the interesting.
Now he's like, well, you guys provide the butter, I provide the crab.
So I have 3 durability now on this because each one of them has a stamina, so it stacks into that. So the cool thing what we could do here is I can burn a durability on this so we can eat and move cards from here to here. Okay. The problem is that we need to now make a fire. So I don't know if any of us have the ability to make a fire. Probably not.
The rope has a fire icon on it.
Yeah, that means you can benefit from the fire, but you can't make a fire.
How do you know if you can make a fire?
It will say that you can make a fire. Okay, so
I don't have it.
this goes away too. These are our food, and then this gets replaced with the gold version of the card. That's what that symbol means there. So this gets banished. 0, 1, 2 gets banished. And then 0, 1, 2 gold comes into play. Apparently there is not much more food in this desolate land than you already found. You realize you'd better ration with what you have if you want to make it through. Immediately after this is revealed, one involved character may discard 2 blue cards from their hand in order to choose 1 blue card from the discard pile to add to your hand. So if you wanted to, you can remove 2 cards from your hand, and I really don't think that's a beneficial for any of us right now.
You say no.
I mean, I don't really need the rope or the bow, do I?
You don't need that.
That's up to you. And then you could draw 1 card from the discard pile. Any card. 1 card here might... Now, actually, you know what? That is smart because you can make... I know there's a fire thing in here.
I can draw or I can
You could
select.
You select.
Yeah.
Choose 1 card from the discard. So you're going to get rid of these 2. And then you're going to be the guy to make our fire, I think. Find something that makes fire.
Make it hot.
Let's make it hot. Did I ever read up on the food? I didn't get to read up on what happens. Like if this were to drop to 2, does that mean I have to get rid of the food? I'm not sure. I am not sure. I think they stay the way they are.
Put a fire figure into play on your terrain card.
And then, do we want to build
I need
fire?
rope and stone.
Well, is it rope, actually, or is it the
No, that's-
seaweed?
So if we go over here, that fire will be free to go,
If not, it doesn't.
and it only costs you 1 to move over there. For both of us to move over there, because his head is over there.
Is that what seaweed looks like?
The seaweed looks like the red, but this right here, the
It's
red.
vine. I need vine.
Right, exactly. But that's what this is for. This produces anything that has red seaweed.
Okay.
Gives us vine.
Oh,
resource.
good.
So, we both pay 1 to come over to you, Heather.
Okay.
He then could build that for free.
Free one what?
Card.
1 card. It's a club, which is a good weapon. It's aggressive.
Do you want to get rid of the herbal mixture?
I could take it on.
Well, I can actually take the. I can take.
he can take it.
Well, I can take the club too, and it'll increase the durability later on.
So how am I going to kill you when I get hungry then?
How am I going to kill you if you're defending? Do you have an aggressive over there?
No.
No. It's up to you. By me having it, I could add it into this stack.
Fine, do it.
Okay.
Read it now.
Okay, so where are we?
Oh, right there,
I
that
have to
square.
make
Get ready
fire.
to
What
go
does
fire.
it say? What does it say to make the fire? What do you have to do?
It just says put a fire figure into play on your terrain card.
What is that?
Discard
What does that say
this.
though?
0 stars plus 2. I guess 2 cards.
So we could make that. Oh well, it's up to you. We can make that 1 success and draw 1 card, but it has to be a success then.
I see, just draw the 2.
Draw 2 head of fist. 1, 2. It's definitely a success. 3 stars total.
Yeah.
Fire figure goes there.
Boom. Fire figure there.
This gets discarded.
That gets discarded. And Heather,
Yeah.
unexpected properties. Whenever you're able to use the effect of the card with the keyword botany, you may take the following actions. Each involved character may shuffle any number of blue cards from their hand into the action deck. Discard this.
Oh, so I could like throw 3 of my.
Blue cards into the action deck. That's unexpected properties. Raft.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that shit.
Alright. Okay.
Night, Reesh.
Good night, Reesh. Thanks for coming out.
Why am I tired too?
I'm jealous. I'm tired. I want to go night-night too.
Come on. Let's go till midnight.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all right? You okay with that?
Okay, then.
Okay.
I'll survive.
Okay. So, with what we have now, let's see, because the fire will give us a buff for eating.
Okay.
So, I'm going to take 2 durability off of this, off my stack, which now we are going to eat these twice. If there's a fire resource present, we now get to take 6 cards from 6 for both times we eat. So we're going to get to take 12 cards from here and bring it to.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
So that's good, right?
It's tasty.
Just try not to put any curses over there, Will.
Yeah, you want to shuffle?
No.
You shuffle.
No. No.
We need to find wood somewhere.
Yep.
I got wood over
So
there.
we're going to have to, it looks like we're going to have to go over that.
I mean, yeah, there's literally no other directional card
Now,
available.
if 2 of us attack it with you, we could up the amount of cards we have to take. Well, how many successes? 1?
Attack it? Is that it?
I just like have to draw 3 cards.
Well, so that's the thing. We can make it. Do you have any buffs for like balance? Either of you?
Mm-hmm.
No. I have stamina.
What about any like blue cards that give guaranteed successes?
How does that? How do you determine that?
It will say it on your cards, like for balance or for like. No. Okay. All right. So 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go into our action deck, and so you can see how we just ate. So now we gain some of our energy back. Not a great amount though, and you'll see where it's.
Just have to survive a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Hopefully we stumble upon a mac and cheese tree.
Mac and cheese tree.
Be nice.
Okay. Ready?
I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
It's okay. I hope you guys are still enjoying it, by the way. If you have any questions as we go through this, let us know. Freshcoat is still leading as the bit boss. If anyone wants to try to take him on with the resub or by throwing some cheers at us,
What is it? What does resub do?
subscribe to our channel.
But it's already. What's the resub?
No, you subscribe, and then that's not good.
Oh, got it.
Okay. And also don't forget, we do have the free subs going on right now too, with the promotions that we have going on. And I forgot to do this earlier, I think. There's the free sub, and then we do have Azul this month that we're giving away. So if you haven't had a chance to get all of the juiciness in for that giveaway, if you sub to our channel, by the way, you get 20 chances to win. So that's good. All right. Lost my train.
Let's go get it. This land bridge over here.
Oh, okay. This is ready. So we're ready to go.
Yep.
So if we move together, it's going to cost us 2 to move here. I think we probably go this way. It'll be 2, then 0 to here, then 1 there. Instead of.
Okay.
So let's do that. Oh, sorry. That stays there. So we're going to have to go 2 here.
Also, you don't get to collect your fire, it just
stays
gets
there.
used. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have 3 uses of fire for the entire scenario.
Well, if you make fire, it'll despawn. Because we know that this Ben made the fire here. If you make fire again, it's going to leave here and go someplace else.
Oh, okay.
If you make fire someplace, it'll use your
Gotcha.
token.
I thought it meant you only had 3 chances.
No. It just means that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That
So,
works.
we have to draw 2 to move there. Or you guys could adjust it in 1, and we have to have 1 success. What do you think? Heather? You want to just draw 2? To be safe? Or do you think we would get 1 success and 1 card?
Risky.
It's risky.
It's risky.
Risky business.
Risky business.
I don't know.
Kitsume Kyame! What's up? Welcome, sir.
I don't know.
Dude, those icons look pretty sexy.
What are they?
His girlfriend did,
Oh,
the little cabinet icons. Yeah, they look really good, Kitsume.
I think you should draw 2.
Draw 2? Draw 2? Okay. Drawing 2. It's a blowpipe and friction fire. So somebody should probably take the friction fire so we have it. You have space for 1.
Yep.
And I have space for 1 as well. I'm gonna hold on to it.
So that moves us into this one? Or this one?
It moves us into no. This is 0 to move to the next one here. While we're here, I'm gonna pay to make the club. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this though. I could actually put it under the war paint and raise the thing by 3, which would be total 6. I think I'm gonna do that. So I have to pay 1 to do this. Gourmet. Ooh. Oh shit. You're gonna want that.
Okay.
Read it.
Make some gourmet crab down there.
Read it. Yeah. If we waited for that, we would have been a little bit better off. It's okay.
So we still have the crab, right? And then
yes.
we have 1 more turn with the crab.
No. Oh well. If I do that, if I eat the crab, if we eat the crab, then it will destroy this whole stack.
Okay.
So this woven basket, everything would be destroyed because I marked the durability to 0. So the reason the woven basket is nice though is I could, if it's a stamina piece, I can continue to stack it under here.
Okay.
Anything with stamina, this one will actually, when this is in your inventory, the item it's part of may contain up to 3 additional item codes.
Okay. So that means that if we get something else, you can add it and increase.
Well,
the
so this item that's part of it
number.
could have up to 3 additional items added to it. The food.
That's what I mean for the crab.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it raises the number.
Right.
Okay.
And then I could also, yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Got it.
Okay, so the club is made, and it's going to cost us. Well, this action is not going to really cost us anything. We're not moving to a green space, but we are going to have to do that seesaw, the balancing thing. What is the? I can't read it from here.
3 cards, 1 success.
Okay, so we could alter that and make it 2 cards, 2 successes. Or we could keep it where it is.
I think we just.
Or we can alter it and drop the successes needed. We can alter it and make it 4 cards and 0. Or
is that
is
worth it? It's probably worth
it's only 1
to take.
success.
Yeah.
So do you want to just take the 3? 3? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Lordy.
2 successes.
Okay.
So we made it. This curse doesn't count for anything, so I just go over here. And then we have the bolus again, and then wild imagination for me. You may take the following action unless there are experience points. You may not take it unless there's experience points. You have learned from your experiences. Draw a 0, 0, 0 and discard this card.
Oh, weird.
And I think this then.
Yeah. Let's see what it is. Let's see what the 0, 0, 0 is.
So this goes into there. And we succeeded on this. So we put a 017 card into play. And then each character moves on to it.
Okay.
And this appears to stay here. 017. Again, let's make sure we examine this card. Read that, please.
Oh, that's interesting. A 30-foot-long submarine is hanging from 2 cranes, keeping it above the surface of the water.
Ooh.
There is not a soul in sight. Interesting.
So this actually goes above. It goes here. It goes there.
Okay.
And we all move on to that card.
Okay.
So there's a few things happening on this card. You can look at some of the terrain. Take a look at it, please. Just make sure there's nothing else that stands out. I don't know.
We got some praying.
I don't know if
some
there's.
mapping.
I don't think there's any others on that card.
Oh, the praying mantis looking thing too. Pineapples, actually.
Yeah.
2 graves.
Okay. And just as a heads up, in the discard pile there is an ability in the discard pile itself. When a grave card can be seen on your terrain, each involved character may discard any number of cards with the keyword will from their hand and or inventory. For each card discarded this way, randomly take 2 cards from the discard pile and shuffle them back into the action deck.
I have 1 will card if you want to do that.
This is here.
No.
I still have that ability to get rid of stuff too.
We want to see what this is in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you all want to do?
Why are we floating like that there?
Put it back in the card.
Yeah.
So, looking over here is 0 cards and 0 success. We need to do that.
Okay. You're going to do that? Okay.
0,
I'm not going to join you. Then are you going to join her?
Sure.
And what's it? 002?
0, 2, 2.
022.
Why are you not joining me? Well, it makes me very suspicious.
Suspicious. Go ahead.
0 to 2. The cranes support the submarine above the water by chains attached to either end. Each chain runs through a pulley located at the top of the crane. Lowering and submerging the submarine obviously requires great precision and skill. Alright, so there's like a strength something check.
Okay.
And I guess that allows you to put it back in the water if you want.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to necessarily put in the water though.
Do you have anything to buff your strength over there, then? Is it like a strong arm?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay, none of us have a buff to strength. Okay, so,
I say don't do it.
do you want to look at the grave?
Sure.
Yeah.
You gotta go pray at the grave.
Who's joining?
I'm not joining.
Who's going? Active? Who wants to be active? Do you want me to be active?
Sure. You gotta pray and thing though too.
No,
Right?
I do not.
Oh.
Alright, so I need to go at the grave. It is a 1 card, so I'll do the 1 card. And it's 0 what? What's the thing? 039?
Yeah.
I think I'll get rid of... Oh, wait. Before we do that. I'll do this now.
Good night, Katsume.
Good night, Katsume. Have a good one.
Good night.
I'll get rid of my friction fire and have this, and then I'm going to do the Wild Imagination. You may not take the following actions. There is an experience. So, 1 and 1. I draw 1 and I need 1 success. And it's locked in.
Nope.
Yeah.
And we all die. The
Do
end.
you even need knowledge of power? I don't think so.
I can't take
I
it.
mean,
So what happens when you fail? What does that mean?
I'd have to take 1/003 card, and if you have only 1 experience point under the satchel, I discard this. But we have 2, so we're okay. So I take 1/003 card, which I think is another experience. 003. Come on now. A moment from your previous expedition comes to mind. Viho, your group's Cheyenne Pathfinder, had an amazing ability to spot paths to places that were otherwise unreachable. Examine terrain cards carefully. In addition to potential hidden numbers, they may contain helpful hints, such as animal tracks suggesting the presence of wild game in the area. When you need to spend experience points, return this to spend 1.
How would you know about the hidden numbers if you didn't say it to us? By reading
This
the
way.
rule book? Or
No, this way.
experience points?
by
would have
just-
been-
Like that one that we just revealed, there's only one that actually tells you that specifically.
Gotcha.
So if you go into a blind, now
so
I think
now, like, as you start playing more scenarios, you already have these hints up front.
well, yeah, because you remember
Yeah.
that. And so like but just like in a real exploration, like as a real
Yeah.
explorer, you remember certain things about like things that you and here's the crazy thing, like this totem I was pretty sure was on the initial item or initial island already going into this because I remember experiencing it last time. But it was as soon as I saw this, I was like, wait, that's like right in the beginning. And I have to get 5 trophies. How do I do all this? You know. Good night, Darth. Good night. Oh, unless no, Kitsumi. Good night, Kitsumi. Good, Darth. You're sticking around. That's right. That's right. Good. Okay, so so we went at that, right? No, I didn't do. Wait.
We didn't try to lower the submarine. We just did the praying thing.
I did the praying thing. I still have to resolve that. So that's 039. Is that correct, Heather?
Yeah.
039. You come across 2 marked graves. Very likely the crew of the submarine. The ground here is very rocky, and whoever tried to bury them here appears to have attempted to dig a proper grave before giving up and covering the bodies with stones in the form of cairns. You meditate for a while, pondering the demise of the deceased while hoping to avoid their fate. Immediately after it is revealed, take a 666 card and after resolving it, apply the following effects. After resolving, apply the following effect. Okay, so there's a 666 card. Or sorry, we have to draw that. Okay, here we go. I'm not kicking you out. I thought you said goodnight kids, not goodnight kit. I couldn't really see the chat from here. My old eyes. Alright. Somebody hold these. I have to choose them. You have apparently disturbed a tormented spirit.
Oh, sweet.
So it's an
I'm a little
attack.
scared now. I'm scared.
Shit. Okay, so
Totally
this
terrified.
is a temporary thing. But I've awoken a spirit. Alright, chicken, alright. Alright, chicken. So it's an attack. Did anybody join me on this? I'm alone.
Nope.
Okay. So it's an attack. I draw 2 or more cards and I need 7 successes.
Oh boy.
How many cards do you pull?
No. So I could. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I'm gonna knock 3 durability off these and use all of these items.
Okay.
It's gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And it reduces, if I want, I reduce the amount of cards I have to draw, but I'm gonna draw 2. I need 2 successes out of 2 cards. I'm gonna go 3 cards. 3 cards.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. This is an attack. I can only use 2 of the items. And use these 2 items. And that gives me 2 guaranteed. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we go. Here we go, kids. 1.5, 2, 5 total. 6 plus. There's a 7. Oh, there's 2 7s. I did it. We're good. So that was 5 cards I had to draw. And I had to burn 2 durability. So I defeated the spirit.
Do you discard
You're
the
just gonna
spirit?
let you die.
Yeah. So the otherworldly creature vanishes as a success.
You would mourn your loss.
Yeah. We put a grave there for you.
So it's temporary.
You're just ignoring us.
Haha.
Rude.
Temporary. So of the cards that were revealed now, we have a guaranteed success. Dark Whispers. As long as I have this in hand, Prayer gives me -1 and or plus stars. I'm gonna dump this Lucky Star and take Dark Whispers. Okay. So that's done. What's up with the north there, Heather?
It is one of those mappy guys.
You want to look at the mappy guy?
We have to pay for that one. The 1 card pool.
What do you want to do?
Sure, we can do it.
Can you go for it?
Right? That is what that is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll join you. I'll join you on that. I'll join you on that one.
Okay.
Fire making kit. Anybody want that? Anybody can use it? No, then you're all filled up. I'm all filled up. So
So 164.
164. Ready?
You gaze upon the wide, endless ocean. The surf is rough and choppy, and the salty spray from the waves is enough to tell you that the water is freezing. Swimming away will certainly not be easy. On the other hand, if you stay here for more than a few days, you will likely die.
Mm-hmm. It's looking like it.
Oh,
What symbol is the raft? Oh, that's the square symbol. The raft has a square symbol. Did you build that raft yet?
No, I can't. You need wood.
You don't need it. We'll see how desperate we get.
okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand. Because we have no directions to travel.
Oh, this gets discarded. What'd you say?
I said I don't understand.
It just goes up here.
I know, I'm saying I don't understand because there's nowhere for us to travel to.
Right.
Nothing apparent. I mean, we're on an island, so if we go in any of these cardinal directions, we could get off the island theoretically if we pass.
Yeah, we're swimming.
No, if he builds the raft, if he builds the raft, then they have a better chance because that square adds X amount to. So what does it say? +3?
+5.
So that means that the result of that card +5 would be the card we draw. So instead of that green card, it would be that green card +5. So I recommend we do something with that submarine.
Okay. You want to lower it?
What's the strength check? How much do we have to pay? Or what's the...
It's 1 card and 1 star, right?
So yeah, it's locked in that way. Meaning that you can only draw 1 card. There's no way to manipulate that. It's locked.
Shall we... What happens if we fail it? We don't lose the submarine, right? We just have to try it again.
Yeah, I don't have anything that could help with... Well, it'll say, I think it says that something happens with the submarine. I think it's worth trying. I just don't know if this card here is a success.
I don't either.
So...
I don't know, Ben, what do you think?
And you have nothing that can help with the success, right?
All I can really help with is that exploration thing.
What could you do over here? Anything with your special abilities?
I have this, and I have that.
And what does that say? What does this say?
Whenever you are able to use a card with keyword botany, you may discard 1 card with the keyword vigilance from your hand or your inventory in order to use another card with the keyword botany instead.
Okay. Ben, what does your special thing say? Under your characters thing. Yes. Over here. Read that.
If you move to a terrain card where there's an explorer or fire figure,
that we already know.
No,
this
part.
part.
you may discard 1 card with the keyword stealth from your hand or your inventory in order to skip the consequence of an action.
Just to redo the action. So
I don't really have anything.
if you votes on if you're going to do the submarine. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're doing it. 1.
Yep. Right, because you said you can't draw more, so you gotta just go with it.
1 star.
Hooray!
Success.
So we're dropping.
Now this
do not break.
This somebody should probably take. Oh, I can take it. I have no problem.
What does it say after that? Chains do not break.
The chains do not break.
The submarine is back in the water. Return the terrain card you are standing on and replace it with a 24 card. Discard this.
24.
There's a little... the gold cards if we fail, right?
Yep. 24. The submarine is now in the water. Now set off as quickly as you can. You never know what could happen. So this is now the new card. And this gets banished.
That is discarded.
This is discarded. This goes to our history.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're in the water.
Will the explore or search functions actually do something different now?
Well, what,
like how do we
hold on.
get in the
0,
submarine?
2, 4. There's another action now. There should be new action there.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Like, did it reset all those things?
Yeah, because that one was a 0.
It's a 0-0. Right?
This 0-2-2. Now it's a 0-2-7 or 0-3-7.
Oh, the card itself. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the return card. Yes, it is.
So.
Alright, so we're busting into the submarine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So 0-3-7.
It's time.
This actually sounds like the submarine. Steve?
Like walking into it.
Well, listen to the theme stuff. Stepping into the submarine, you see that the former occupants apparently took anything of use.
Good.
Entering the control room, you immediately check the remaining fuel. All you have to do is restart the engine, and you'll be able to leave this blasted place. 1 card. We get a 21, and then look at this. The 2 metal gears are symboled on here.
I wonder why. Someone suggested going submarine.
So what do you want to do? 1 card?
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't matter success anyway. Remember. Does anybody want to take the remember card? Nobody can. Heather? No? I will just dump this over here. And we now get what card? 20. What is it?
21.
21. But hold on. plus
Oh wait, there's more.
6 plus 6. So that's 21 plus 12. 36?
21. 33.
33. Of course.
11. 16.
Of course. It's late. It's late.
135?
133.
The submarine's engine rumbles to life and begins to steadily hum as it settles into gear. You pull away from the shore and leave the island without further delay. The control room is cramped and uncomfortable, despite the noise from the engines and the head-spinning fuel smell. You are all too happy to be the captain of the submarine, at least for a little while longer. What happens? After navigating for 20 minutes,
Ghost Captain.
after navigating for 20 minutes, you can suddenly make out the wild coast of the seventh continent in the distance.
Woohoo!
Luckily, the gauges indicate that you have just enough fuel to get there.
Okay.
We take 3 003 cards.
Okay.
So, hold that. 003.
What did Eric say?
So, what continent?
Just kind of hear long
We were
day,
just on some
finding
random
sickness and
island
having
we
to
woke
run.
up on.
Oh, it's okay, Eric. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
What did he say?
He just said that he just kind of hear long day,
Same for
finding
me.
sickness.
Long day.
Long day for all of us. 003 cards. 1, 2. We take 2? Yes.
3.
Heather?
What?
How many do we
Take
take?
3. I'll go with
Oh, take 3.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. An event from your previous expedition comes to mind. Your team once spent a whole day making a stretcher to carry Emily Z. As a matter of fact, the closest trees were over 3 miles away from where you broke your leg. You remember these words whispered by Emile Z., the zoologist from the previous expedition. I only knew a few of the wild animals here we have had to face so far, but experience tends to show that when it goes everything is fine. When it goes sit, you may want to get ready to fight. Okay. An experience comes from previous expedition. Daniel M., the team's anthropologist, was taught you that prehistoric man's wisdom teeth were designed to replace their molars as they were eroded by the intense chewing of raw meat. So, tips from all 3 experience plus we got. Eating cooked food enables you to regain far more than raw food. The continent is home to formidable creatures, so no matter what you like best, fighting or stealth, make sure that you're always prepared for the worst during your exploration. And then, when you craft an item, you will save time and energy if you have the right resources at hand instead of looking for the materials you need. Okay, so these are all experience points we just gained, which we have a ton of right now. Ton of experience points, which I have to do. I'm going to do a little research on that. The next thing that happens on this card is banish the 2 metal gear wheel cards that are in the satchel. So we banish those. Return all the cards on the board and in the past, and then banish a green 17 card. So a green 17 card. Just relax. So I return all the cards on the board and in the past. So basically, every single card you see out here is being returned into the box. Yep. And then I banish a green 17 card after I do all of that. So all of these get returned. How about that? So our guys are in the submarine doing their thing. So let me return all these, and I'm going to look for the 017 while I do all this. Uh, 017. Banish a 017. This is a 017 card. So I guess that just gets banished. Oh, sorry. Banish a green 17. I think I already banished it. Yeah. Okay. Already banished. Put into play. Okay, so this is a good place to stop, guys. essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to save the game state. But now when we start the game back up, we have to choose where we start. Either a 038 card if you head northwest, a 132 card if you head north, or a 198 card if you head northeast. So we choose the direction we want to go in the future, and that plays out our game. So basically, everything that was in our past, get everything from here is returned to the game. The banished cards stay banished, and our deck is in that state when we come back
Boy.
to the game. So, like I said, I'll go through and save the game state. And saving the game is, it does feel like a lot like an RPG. With the Pick Your Adventure book. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's a really good mix, too. But basically now, just to give you guys an idea, you could go sit down and lay down. If you want to go home, you can go home, because I know you're tired, too. I can walk you guys, everybody who's left in stream, I can walk you guys through what saving the game looks like. And then they could go rest and do their thing. Yeah? That sound good?
It's weird.
Kiss.
It's weird because this is actually early for me. I don't know why I'm tired.
This takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just. I mean, I have been getting up earlier, but this is new. Like midnight is not good for me.
I did not sleep well last night because it was so hot and humid in the house.
Alright, so save game, ladies and gentlemen.
This is your water, I believe.
This is the save card. That's my water?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Everything's pretty much gonna be put behind the save card in some way. So let's bring up the handy dandy book here. Yeah, book here. Saving the game.
Night night, everyone.
Yep. Heather's going to bed. Benny's heading home. I'm going to show you guys how to save a game, and then I'll sign out for tonight. But I just want to go walk you guys through how this is done. Players may suspend and save the game at any time. Number 1, discard all cards on the board into the past except for the terrain card, which that's not really going to apply here. Stack the remaining cards in the following order. So I'll return these in a little bit. Okay. So all blue, green, and red cards in players' hands. Okay, so first, all blue, green, and red cards. So blue, green, and red cards in our hand. That's one. For each of them, for each item in the inventory, one save card oriented in a way that depicts the durability. So we have save cards here. I'm going to need 2 for my items. Oh, that's the discard pile. There we go. Let's look for that. So this whole bunch of them here, this is what a save card looks like for the items. So this is going to be face up with all of these items behind it. This is a 1 durability. And then this one is a 4 durability for all these cards behind it, because they're all combined. So you can see 1 and the cards behind it, and then 4 and the cards behind it. And this is H.P. Lovecraft's sort of deck that'll be saved. Next we move over to Heather's character. And she has only 1 item, which is a life jacket. Now the life jacket is an exploration card, so it's not actually a green item. I'll save it for her. I'm not sure how this should work, but I'll save it for her. And then her blue and red cards go here. So that's it. Do you have any items? Do you have a shovel? Shovel has a 4. So your shovel goes behind that. The rest of the cards go in front. And your card, the red card, goes in front. Okay. So we now have each character now goes this way, stacked for the save.
Interesting.
The next thing that happens is the discard pile with all the cards in the discard pile. That's B. So this is the discard. And then this will be all the cards in the discard behind it. Like so. Next is the action deck save card, which is right here. With all of the action deck items, and I'll face them that way behind it. That's the remaining action card deck. And so you can see that our stack this is our save game stack, basically. It is, but I mean, if you think about it, you know, there's a lot of information here. No, so there's a reason that leaving the game this way, because if you remember, all of these cards are now returned. So a good example is the places that we hunted and fished will actually replenish the next time we come back to the game. So whenever you decide to do a save game, sometimes you do it as almost like a rest state. So your food supply could come back into existence in a way that you could fish again.
Or hunt sleeping.
Or hunt it. Yeah, it's like sleeping or taking a rest. And then so all of the food of that area that you were in replenishes itself so you can hunt again and feed. So like in dire state of like... Alright, I'm going to give my brother a hug real quick.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, look at what... Oh, the girl. Oh. Okay. Alright, see ya. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, I'll be back next week, so
Okay.
if you're doing it Wednesday again, I can probably know.
Well, Wednesday's online. It's on Tabletop Simulator,
so
which
then
you
next-
have. You're welcome. You're welcome to join us on Wednesday if we have the spot for the room.
I'll let you know.
Okay. So the next thing is the satchel and journal card with all of the quest cards under it. So satchel with all of our quest cards under it. This card right here. And I usually just turn it this way. Satchel and journal that way for when we save it. And then the final thing that's put underneath, we're going to call this the terrain card we were on, just because we're saving it at this point in the game. We're going to call this the terrain card we're on and place it on the bottom so we can resume when we get back. And there you go. There's our saved game. There's our saved game. And so this will just go in front of the saved game marker, like so, and back into my box. So I'll be honest with you. What I would recommend is if you do end up getting this game, one thing that I would recommend is possibly getting a small box that those square cards will fit into. Because one of the things I ran into was when I traveled with this game to show it to other people, and the box wasn't sitting completely flat, these cards shifted and went underneath this foam insert. And when that happened, everything about my save game was messed up. All the inventory, all the item numbers, just everything that, you know, was important about the game was gone. And then the last part here, because of what happened in the game, all of these cards now have to return. All these cards have to return into the box, which again, slightly tedious process, but for what the game offers, you pay for some of the tediousness with just the amazing game experience, in my opinion. Because yeah, there's some tedious factors to the game, but just playing the game is worth the labor of it. I'm gonna take all of these exploration cards. So these are the exploration cards. I'll filter them out. Maybe put some kind of order to this. Okay. And everything we just did was all level 1 exploration. That's why the music you hear is still the level 1 music playlist. Yeah, so I'll have to look into getting a box like that for Broken Token because it'll be important for if I keep playing the game the way we keep playing it here. Okay, so 0, 13, 31, 22, 4, 14, 12, 8. Yeah, so a lot of this is just, like I said, the tediousness of finding the right numbers here. There's an 8. There's a 11. Gold 12. 13. 14. 22. And part of what you're seeing here is there's green and gold variations. The green variations always go before the gold variations of the cards, because that's what's going to come out when you're playing. 666. Four. Oh, that's 31. 31. I'm actually happy we made it to the point we made it tonight, because it allows me to do this reset, rather than us resetting while we're on that original island. And you guys got, next time we jump into this, we're going to be on the 7th continent, on the main continent. Let's see. Nine, 7. There's 6 in here. Nope. Let's see. $34. 35. 139. Sorry if this is boring. Alright, see you, Darth Molly. Have a good night. Thank you guys so much. And with that, you know what? It's pretty much the end. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you Wednesday. And thanks for all the support. Bye.
Good night.